Welcome to this current affair topic. In this topic, we will discuss a new incentivized schemes that has been brought by the Indian government to bring more foreign investment within the India, and further it will boost the Indian manufacturer. So whatever the products that were being imported from outside the country, that is from the foreign countries, now Indian government is telling that bring your companies within the country, that is India, build that product within the India, and if you earn more from the coming years, if you get more income from the year, so you will get certain incentive from the Indian government. That is the plan, that has been new scheme that has been brought by the Indian government, so that foreign companies will come set up their companies within the India, so that the employment will be generated. Okay, so moving ahead with this lecture, we will see all those things that have been relevant with the scheme. So the product linked incentive schemes, so the central government new product linked incentivized scheme has been brought down, and this was announced especially with the electronic manufacturing sector, that you will see the mobile phones, communication sectors and all. So there are total 10 sectors that has been defined right now, and we will see all those things and how much, what percentage of the billings or the fund has been announced. That all things we will see in this coming slide. Before moving ahead with this lecture, I will request you to please like and subscribe this channel, because this is a new channel, so I need your support. And further, before subscribing, I will request you to please go through this lecture till the end, so that you will have a complete picture relevant to this topic. And then after, if you liked it, please subscribe the channel. Okay, moving ahead. So in India, manufacturing industry is not good. We all know. We imports lots of the foreign products within the India. The telecommunication sector, the mobile phones and all. Right now India has a Samsung largest manufacturer within the India only, but lots of the product that we import. So recently in this 2020, our Prime Minister have announced like self-reliant India. Self-reliant India. That is through the Atma Nirbhar Bharat scheme. So in this scheme, it will be like that. Make the product within the India itself. No need to that import the products. If you see from the coming year till the 2025, we will have a lots of defense product that will be completely built within the India. So that has been linked with the linked incentivized scheme. So we are moving ahead with the Make in India product, self-reliant product, Atmanirbhar Bharat product. Okay, so in India, manufacturing industry is not good. We all know it. So the center unveils incentives to boost the manufacturing. That if you do a certain kind of great in, like if you give a high revenue to the country, so from the next time I will give you some discount on the tax or anything, like the money will be put into your industry or in your sector, so that you will get incentive. Okay, that is the main motto. So this is given just to make attract all those companies to India, so that our domestic industry will improve, employment will be generated. Further, the labors that is present within the India will get skilled. We have a large number of unskilled laborers within the country. If you see, our population graph is almost pyramidal. We our country is the youngster country right now. If you see the Japan, the most of the people are old age. So in the coming year, the chance of getting development in the Japan is less. And if you see our Indian population graph, you will see our Indian population is right now at younger stage, so there is more probability to grow India. But due to lack of skill in the people, we are not showing the data as per the requirement. We are not giving the data as per the developments that should be shown by this kind of population that we have right now. We have the largest, like one of the largest number of youngsters present within our country, but we are not showing that kind of result. Okay, so that's what we meant with this linked incentive. This will increase, this will give job employment, this will skill our labors with the new technology. Okay, so the production linked incentive in schemes for the product exclusively manufactured in India. It should be manufactured within the India. It should be, it has been given especially for that products, and showing increase in the domestic sales will be given incentives. So if that product is built within the country, we will give you incentive. There are some certain terms and conditions, we will see. So it has been announced for the electronic manufacturing sector right now. It has been relevant with the electronic manufacturing sector that the product related to the electronic product, it should be built within the country. Then we will give, the center has unveils that the incentives will be provided to them. So the scheme focus right now the 10 sectors. Among them, one is the sun rising sectors. Product linkages with the global value chains has been prioritized. So the sun rising sectors is that there are certain industry where the future scope is very high. Okay, so that related to things is known as the sun rising sector, that these industries can promise us that in the coming future we will have a tremendous growth, like the companies related to the IoT, even the solar companies, wind related companies. It means what? Right now India has promised in the Paris deal agreement that we will reduce our population, that pollution by the coming 2030 or like that. We have promised to that Paris deal agreement that we will reduce our coal to that percentage. But if you see, India has already achieved its target, and within the coming year, at least around 21-22, we will cross that achievement, that we will completely reduce, like at the large amount, in the usage of the coal. So it means what? We are moving toward the renewable source of energy. So it means that energy production due to solar, wind, water, everything like hydro and all, there is a large potential to grow. IoT, intelligence of things, AI related things, artificial intelligence. So these kind of products, these kind of companies that will hold these kind of products will have a tremendous growth in the coming future. That company will be called as your sun rising sectors. Okay, so the 10 sectors that has been included in this scheme are your food processing, telecom and networking products, electronics, textiles, specialty steels, mobiles and auto components, solar voltaic modules, advanced chemistry cell battery, pharmaceuticals, and white goods such as ACs and the LEDs bulb. So these are the 10 sectors. No need to memorize everything, just take a glimpse of it so that you will have an idea for it. The first thing that you have to keep it in mind, all the sectors that will be related to your electronic sector. So the 10 sectors are your food processing, telecom, networking and products, electronics, textiles, specialty steels, mobiles and auto companies, photovoltaic cells and the chemistry cell battery, pharmaceuticals and white goods and the ACs and the LEDs and all. Okay, so these are the 10 sectors that is going to be covered with this scheme. Now, how companies will get an incentive on the incremental sales from the products manufactured in domestic units. So if you see, total budget that has been allocated is 1.46 lakh crore for the next 5 years. Okay, and within that 1.56 crore you will see 57,000 crore, that 1.46 lakh crore, within that 57,000 crore, almost half allocated to automobile and auto components production. So you can think that how much our industry is going to grow with that automobile sector companies, and how much we are going to put money in that sector. So individual, and one more thing that you have to see, that these are, there are 10 sectors. In that 10 sectors, you will see there will be different ministry involved. Ministries are different, so it won't be like that these 10 sectors will be headed by one particular ministry. No, each sector they will have their, as per they have their own ministry, they will handling it. So the around that individual ministry in charge of sectors would be implementing this scheme, and it will boost domestic manufacturing and attract large investment in mobile phone manufacturing and specified electronic components, including assembly, testing, marketing, packaging units and all that. These all things should be done within the India, and then we will give incentive to those sectors, and each sectors will have their own ministry. There will not be any particular one ministry that will be heading it. No, each sector will be have their own ministry. Okay, so the scheme shall extend an incentive of up to 4% to 6% incentives will be given as per the incremental sale. That like suppose this year you have given the 4% sale and next year you are going to give 6% sale, so it means that your sale has been increased, so the incentive will be provided to you. Okay, as the incremental sale, so the base year will be provided from which year we are comparing that your production has been increased. Okay, so if we are comparing that a company has been set and in 2021 he is selling a particular product, so its comparison of increasing the sale will be calculated by a particular year, maybe 2011, 2015, 2016, anything, but a base year will be declared before comparison. Okay, so the benefits is that the domestic manufacturing will increase. The first point I have explained in the earlier only, domestic manufacture will increase. Further, you will have a high skilled labors, so it means that more job will be created. Focus and cutting edge technology will be present within our country, and everybody will know about that technology. Okay, we will become self reliant, and that's what our motive is right now, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Indian manufacturers globally will become globally competitive. Right now China is the only one that used to do all those stuffs like manufacturing, assembling and all, but now India will give competition to them. Right now if you see, China earlier had a very cheap labor, but right now current situation, that labor at China is costly than compared with the India. Earlier it was less, but right now it is higher. So the other companies, the foreign companies also feels that they should come within the India because of that cheap labor. Okay, and further there is some, due to COVID situation also, there is some disheartened with the Chinas. All the countries are maintaining distance with the China too. And if you see, Japan, Australia, USA, India all have formed a quadrilateral relation. Japan and India and Australia, these three countries together have formed a SCRI agreement, Supply Chain Resilience Initiative program, where they are not going to manufacture, like import the product from the China, and they will have their own manufacturing sector, and they have allowed that the India can go and set up their industry in Japan, Japan can set up their industry in India and Australia similarly, because Japan realized in this COVID situation that the around more than 40 to 45% imports is coming from the China to the Japan, and due to this COVID situation their company was stuck because there was no import, and because of that Japan realized, and then we had this supply chain resilience initiative taken by the Japan, where three countries, mainly India, Australia and the Japan, has came together. Similarly we have a quadrilateral grouping. So as per the geographical politics statistics, it is very important. So this will allow potential high foreign investment within the country also. FDI will also increase. Okay, so what is the significance of production linked incentive scheme? So first, it will encourage domestic manufacturing investment, that is in within the country. The increased domestic investment will lead to job creation and assuage some of the employment pressure in the Indian economy, because currently we are unable to feed all the jobless people within the country, because we don't have that number of employment. And if we have a that number of employment also, the people are not skilled that much. That is the problem. So given the focus on cutting edge technology, the scheme is expected to help fulfill the vision of making India self-reliant, and they will help in reduce import. So due to this, linked incentive will lead to give two scheme up, your first in made in India and second in what, self-reliant, India to be a self-reliant. It will make India manufacture globally competitive by increasing the economies of the scale, which will help enhance export from India and make India an integral part of a global supply chain. As already we have signed a SCRI, we have a group of SCR, Supply Chain Resilience Initiative, by Japan, where we three are together, Japan, India and Australia, and on that topic also I have made a lecture video, you can go through it. So this scheme is also aimed as a clear signal to potential foreign investor in the India that is not turning protectionist, as foreign companies are encouraged to set shop in India as the government is providing incentives to them. What this try to means? What do you understand protectionist? See, in this COVID time, no countries want to import a product. All the countries want to export their product. What happens when we import the product? When we import a product within the country, we give them money, and when we export something outside the country, they give us money. It means what? If we are getting money, we are in profit. Our balance sheet, in the balance sheet, our revenue will increase if we export. Understand or not? So due to this COVID situation, no countries want to get import. It means what? The countries want to act as a protectionist. Okay, that we want to act as a protectionist. We don't want to give money, we want money, we want dollar. Okay, that is the point, that countries are acting as a protectionist. But when India is also doing like, India is also trying like that. So in normal situation also maximum countries try to be act as a protectionist. Okay, so India, through this scheme, that incentivize scheme, linked incentivize scheme, India is proving that we are not acting as a protectionist, in spite of we are telling you to come India, set up your shop, do business. In the meanwhile, our people will also get skilled, we will get employment. It means what? Both the party will earn together, will develop together. Okay, so that is the main motive with this incentive schemes, because the self-reliant scheme was launched as a motive of only protectionist also, but seeing as a protectionist, India is getting developed and other countries are also getting that motive, that chance to do business. Okay, everything in the world is related to business only. So this was only in this lecture. I hope you have liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Your subscription is a form of payment for me. If you have any doubt, if you want any on-demand video lecture, please feel free to ping on my Twitter handle. Further, I hope you have liked this video. Please subscribe. This is a new channel. I need your support. Thank you.